My name is Dana Berkey and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you are new here, I'm a young adult fiction author and today was day 2 of the Big Brother season 21 premiere. Now I'm really excited because first of all, Big Brother is like the best thing about summer. Not only that, but this season Big Brother has taken on a camp theme, and as someone who has worked at camp every summer plus some since 2006, I'm very excited. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time in this video and chat through how the season has started, my thoughts and feelings so far, and then what I think is going to happen going forward. Now I do want to say before I even kind of get into it, this video, like the editing and stuff, might be a little disjointed, or what I'm saying might sound disjointed at times because I'm actually currently watching the Amazing Race finale. As a huge Big Brother fan, I'm obviously rooting for Nick and Vic to win, and right now they're all racing it out. They're rowing some boats. It's getting crazy. I'm trying to stay off social media so I can, so I don't find out any spoilers or whatever, but that's what's going on right now. So I'll be pausing when the show pops up on my TV across the room, and then stopping back to chat more during other commercial breaks. But basically the season started, and right away we saw that it has a summer camp theme, and we knew that from a few days ago. Like there was like the whole house reveal and stuff, but everyone gets into the house, everyone starts meeting each other. And of course, everyone was like, Jackson looks like Jason Momoa, which we all knew was going to happen. That was like the big thing. But then from there, we find out from Julie that straight away they need to elect a camp director. So not just like compete for it, like it was an election. And I thought that was really interesting. And I know if I was in that position, I'd been like, I don't want this power. And that was what we saw from a lot of different people. I thought it was interesting, especially that Ovi, someone who has done political office, so to speak, public office in college, was like, no, thank you. But not too surprising, Jackson was like, I'm into it. I definitely want to do that. Earlier, did I say Jack or Jackson looked like Jason Momoa? I apologize if I said the wrong one. Jack looks like Jason Momoa. Jackson was the one who wanted to vote or wanted to be elected camp director. Jessica also stepped forward, which I was a little surprised about. She was actually the only girl that showed interest. And then some of the other guys did too. David did, Cliff. So I was really unsure how the voting was going to go. Well, a bunch of the girls and Tommy were immediately like, we're voting for Jessica, girl power all the way. And I was like, huh. Interesting. Usually we don't have these like strong female alliances. Sure enough, almost immediately everyone jumped ship, voted for Jackson, and he won camp director. Now, we ended night 1 of the premiere knowing that his power was that he was going to exile 4 people and only one of them would have a chance to win their way back into the house. That's insane. That is unheard of power. That is just completely ridiculous and crazy. So it was definitely really shocking to know that that was going to be happening. And that person also, like, camp director has safety. But I was just completely shocked and was like, I don't know what he's going to do. I think in a lot of ways, if he was smart, he would pick the people that also gunned for power. But then also maybe it's an opportunity to get out some strong people. So I was really interested to see what he was going to do. I didn't look online for any spoilers. And that brings us into tonight's episode, part 2 of the premiere. So tonight was the second day of the premiere, and we of course kicked things off by going straight to Jackson and finding out who were the 4 people that he was going to be picking. And he wanted to kind of meet with everyone in the house, and it was very clear that an alliance was forming with him and Jack and Nick, and they were kind of looking to make it a 6-person alliance. That really seemed like the better idea, and they kind of did that later on, but first they were kind of just chatting with some people, and it was pretty obvious that like some of the girls were in the fray without maybe being directly in the fray, and so like they were never questioned as to whether or not they were going to be evicted, or not evicted, but exiled, because they were the ones who definitely voted for Jackson to get that power. So we had the vote though. Jackson selected, and then a squirrel came into the house and like kidnapped people. And of course Cliff, the oldest man in the house, was taken. That's generally like a trend on Big Brother that the older people don't last long. Cami or Kami, I feel like they said her name a little differently than I was anticipating. She was taken, and I feel like she just maybe hasn't made the connections in the house. She also didn't have a really good sense of humor. She like made a joke about like not being good at strategy, but like the joke really didn't land. So I don't know how her relationships overall are going. I probably should mention I don't watch live feeds. So yeah. And then Jessica was also chosen. I think it's because she did rally 4 votes. She was the only other person besides Jackson to get any votes. And so I think that shows that she maybe already has a little bit of an alliance or a team forming. And then finally, Jackson chose David, who I feel like is a really strong player. But apparently when they had a conversation, David like rubbed Jackson the wrong way and he was just like, I'm not really feeling it, so I might as well try to get him out. Which is a really risky move because generally when you think of like an elimination competition kind of thing, you don't want to pick people who are good competitive threats. At least that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, that could be really dangerous. If you don't pick 4 great competitors, there's a good chance that like those really like tough, strong competitors are coming back. Well, it just so happened to be an in the dark challenge. Everyone kind of had a level playing field. In fact, Cliff, oh my gosh, I can't words. Cliff was the first person to make it through the dark maze, picking the right tree trunk to go through and back into the house. So he was safe, immediately followed by Cammie. And then it came down to who was going to make it, David or Jessica. And obviously the whole house was kind of rooting against David because he would come back with a vengeance at Jackson. I shouldn't say the whole house, but like that side of the house. And so Jessica comes through. They know that David is eliminated. However, Julie told him, you're eliminated for now. I honestly think that it would be really cool if they brought back like the battle back competition. I think that would be a really cool thing to see this season. But he's gone. And then we really moved into this 6-person alliance forming. Like I said, it was Jack, Jackson, and Nick. And then they brought in, let me see if I can remember correctly, Bella, Christine, and another human. Oh, and Holly. And I absolutely love Holly. I think she's fantastic. I was really excited to see that she got into this alliance because I think they're going to be like this power alliance. They don't have a name yet, but I'm really hoping that this can be an alliance that goes the distance because I already totally loved Holly going into the house. I really liked Nick. So I'm excited to see kind of what they produce, so to speak, as a unit, as an alliance. But that of course led straight into HOH, which currently is the most important thing. Like I said, I've not watched spoilers, so we actually ended the episode with the HOH competition, and as usual, it was a hold on tight and hang from stuff competition, which is always like a crapshoot because some people don't have grip strength. Like I always think about myself, like I have arthritis, so I would not be able to grip something for long. And so we go into that, and I should say right before going into that, Christine and Tommy finally had a chance to connect. A lot of people talked about all of these like connections where all these people knew each other going into the house. No one else seems to know each other. Yeah, they're from similar places, went to the same colleges, things like that, but the only people that really knew each other were Christine and Tommy. Christine actually dated someone in Tommy's family, and it sounds like that relationship ended really poorly. However, they did have a quick touch base where they were like, I got you, cool, we're sweet, you're my number one in a lot of ways. And it sounds like Tommy is a little worried his family might not really be supportive of that, but like he's in the Big Brother house and you gotta do what you gotta do. So they go through the hanging from stuff competition, and it gets down to Christine and Tommy. And obviously Christine wants to win for her alliance. They're all rooting for her. Tommy then kind of says, well, maybe I should fall so she gets some trust in me. And sure enough, he falls. And I was a little shocked for sure because I thought he was maybe going to win it. But then at the same time, I really like the 6-person alliance that's forming, so I was happy to see them win. I don't know where they're going to go from here, though, as far as who they're going to put up. In a lot of ways, I think the easy choice would be to pick either of the 3 people that they already put into the competition. That might kind of show Christine's hand in some ways, being like, oh, I'm clearly working with Jackson. But I think in a lot of ways, like those people already on like the lowest end of the totem pole, so to speak. And obviously she's going to be voting with her or picking with her alliance in mind, and Jackson is a member of that. So I don't really know how that's going to go, but I'm interested to see how it like really shakes down and stuff for sure. All in all, I feel like, you know, like when we got to the end of the HOH comp, everyone was so supportive of Christine. Like everyone was just super happy for her, I think, because they had already gone through so much as a house. Like they had to go through exile. They had to deal with like battling back into the house competition and saying goodbye to David, and then this HOH comp that was endurance, and everyone just seems really friendly so far. And obviously in Big Brother, that's something that's eventually going to end, and it's going to break and shatter and be insane. And I don't know how long until that happens, but I'm excited to see it all play out for sure. I think right now, like I said, the 6-person alliance is definitely my favorite group, although I really like Tommy. I think he's a great person, and I would like to see him do good in the game. but everyone else I'm still kind of like getting a feel for. So I'm not really sure how I feel about every single person, but I'm excited, like I said, to just keep watching and find out. I did not look at spoilers online, so I don't know who's on the block. I feel like I might find out before Sunday just because, like, I don't want to wait till Sunday to know more. Like, come on, that's like so many days from now. Like, I can't even deal with it. So yeah, that's what's going on right now in the Big Brother house, and I already feel like this season's going to be really fun, especially with the theme, So I'm excited for Sunday, and hopefully it's some good news on HOH and Veto. Oh, and when there's a new competition coming into play, and I don't know what that's going to be like. I think it's going to be kind of like the BB Hacker, but we'll see soon, I guess. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. But then most importantly, be sure to comment below your thoughts and your feelings on this season so far. Who are your favorites, least favorites? What are your thoughts going forward? Obviously, if you know who is on the block, maybe don't leave those spoilers below. But also just let me know your thoughts and feelings overall. I have very few friends that are Big Brother like super fans or fans to the level that I am. And so I love being able to make these videos on YouTube to just interact with people. That's actually the whole reason I started doing Big Brother videos on my YouTube channel, was because I wanted to like connect with people who also watch the show. So let me know your thoughts and your feelings, everything like that. Let's have a conversation, like straight up, let's chat about Big Brother. I love it. Finally though, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with notifications on so you find out as soon as new videos are posted. I will be posting every single week this summer about Big Brother, at least that's the plan so far. My plan right now is to do once a week, possibly sticking with Wednesday, but then I might also add in other days. I know there's been some summers I've posted twice a week, or if there's a really important or crazy thing that's going on, I like to chime in about that. But make sure you're subscribed so you find out when those things happen. I will also be posting about cheerleading and different things on my channel, but I promise I will not neglect Big Brother since it is my favorite time of summer. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm excited to see where this season takes us and how things are going to go moving forward with this 6-person alliance, with the whole theme, with this new comp that's coming in, all the different things. It's going to be a crazy summer, and I'm super excited to take the journey with all of you and watching all of the house guests, of course. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.